Hello and welcome to the Rabyd Atheist. I'm Ed Rabyd, a former pastor turned atheist, now compassionate anti-theist. Welcome to my channel. If you want to learn how to support this channel and its mission to normalize atheism and deconversion, stay tuned to the end of the video. Today, I'm not doing my normal reaction video, which would usually be a longer one. I've had a lot of setup time to getting my new computer set up, getting all my things set up, and so I just haven't had time to really do the work. Which has to be relaxed for me to do a reaction video, which I do a longer one usually on Monday because of the extra time off I have for the weekend. And one of the, with the new computer and everything else, it kind of has opened up the option for me for live streams without, losing other things. I was usually, my old computer used to drop the live stream halfway through. I'd lose all kinds of things when I would do that, and it was just very frustrating. Given the live stream we had on Saturday, I think things are really going well. So it now gives me a few more capabilities, plus this computer is much more powerful. It's much more, just having a large monitor now allows me to do all kinds of things, and I think I'm coming to the understanding of how much more capability I do have with all this setup and editing and all that stuff. But my time is still as limited as it always was, and my social anxiety as an autistic person kicks in with live streams after about an hour. I can usually bump around and watch a bunch of them and participate in chat, but it's much different when you're on the stream and things like that. And my best live streams have been, hour and a half, and then at that point it kind of, my anxiety kicks in, and I think it's my time as a pastor kind of has caused me to be trained to hit these things in like hour chunks, and then it's like, okay, time to move on to something else or get away from it. When I look back at it, my Sunday schools were about an hour, my church services about an hour or less, and I'd have a midweek something, but that was also an hour or less too, a lot more of that. And I think I've just been trained that way to handle my anxiety in an hour framework. So that's one of the issues with doing live streams. The other issue is monetization. Straight up, streams don't generate views because they're so long. You have to, if you do streams, you have to pull bits and pieces out of the stream or do other videos to get the views and the ad revenue and things like that. Streams are great for the community to interact. People like to come to a stream live because it's a reaction time, but afterwards, because they're so long, you don't see a lot of views on a stream after it's over. And that's probably due to the fact that the stream is so long. What I did do before, I did all this before monetization for a long time, so it's not really about that per se. I have come to enjoy what it does for my lifestyle and allows me to do some more things and continue to expand my activism. So I automatically realize that if I do something in a stream format, I'm going to lose a lot of views unless the stream is really short, and that kind of defeats the point of doing a stream in the first place. And so membership in people that, when you see a channel, there's a lot of channels out there that do pretty much live streams, panel discussions, things like that. And those are great channels. I love watching them. But I also know when I go back and I look at how many views they got on their live stream, it's usually just a little bit more than what they actually got during the live stream itself. And so people just have this really short attention span, and I don't think from an ad revenue point of view, streams are very good for ad revenue, and you really become dependent on membership as a key to maintaining a live streaming platform. I see a lot of collaborative channels where, one or two people work on a channel and they're both there to live stream every week, and they struggle to get subs because so few are going to watch the stream afterwards. And I don't know, I have a formula that works here, but it's largely built on the fact that videos are more focused, they're shorter, and they generate attention. I see a lot of channels struggle because they don't produce shorter content or videos by their creators. So you have these live stream channels that do not produce shorter content like videos and shorts and maybe short videos and stuff like that. What I do right now generates those views, and the ad revenue is there, but I also get the membership revenue, so it's a kind of positive win-win for me. As somebody who's very political science conscious, I want to see my influence grow. I'm very much interested in starting to influence the narrative about atheism and deconversion because I feel so many people have it wrong and they need to see something that's a little bit better for them. And so that's kind of my thoughts on it. So I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do about 4 videos a week and a live stream at the end of it. Because I do think live streams are effective at doing one thing, generate membership, and they also, beyond that, it's a sense of building community. Sometimes are more effective than others, but basically you're getting the community together to kind of talk. And I think once a week for a channel like this is sufficient. I was originally going to do the Tuesday Deconverters Bible Study as a live stream, but I think I'm going to continue to do them as videos because they do get attention, usually from theists who want to argue with me, but it's good attention. You know, if they're going to do that, that helps me out, and that's great. So Monday I'm going to do my longer reaction video, usually one I have time to work on throughout the weekend. Tuesday will be my Deconverters Bible Study. It's still going to be a video. Some of those still get attention. Taking Wednesday off. I'm doing a shorter reaction video on Thursday. I think somebody like Road Trip to Truth is perfect for that because he does short videos and they're very easy to break up and react to and do the things that I do. And then Friday, I want to continue some sort of deconversion video series every time. I'm almost done with seeing behind the religious curtain, and I have another thought of another video series where I would look at basically different moral systems. The moral argument and the moral questions come up with atheists all the time. And I got this idea from somebody who left a comment about how Mindshift was looking for somebody to talk Stoicism, and they thought of me, and I said, well, yeah, that's true. But I think the big question for a lot of people when they're deconverting is, what is my morality based on now? And I think a good series for that would be look at different moral systems that don't require a God, whether I agree with them or not, but just pointing out that none of these require God, or you can take them or leave it in the moral system. And thus kind of prove a couple things. One, that morality is subjective, and there is no objective morality, and nobody can ever tell me what that objective morality is. And also looking at it a different way, just trying to make sure that people understand that there are other options out there besides your former religion and your former, Christian, Islamic point of view. You can base your life on that doesn't require a God. And I think, I think I'm going to title that one "Morality Without God." So we'll see what we can do there. And then Saturdays, I'm going to do Rabyd Reflections as a live stream. Some of my Rabyd Reflections have generated views, others have not. And so it's kind of a hit and miss thing anyway. I'm willing to take the hit there to build the community, build membership, give feedback. And I think the format's going to change to where I'm talking about every video that I did that week, because then I can do that. I can answer questions at that point. And I'll probably also have some issues like politics and social issues as well on that day that we can discuss. Kind of an open discussion. And then Sunday I always take off because I'm a former preacher and I don't want to do work on Sundays anymore if I can avoid it. Working for anything but this is a great day for a Sunday thing. So, which is kind of ironic. I do some of my recording for my Monday video and post it on that day, but that's about it. Most of the work is done on Fridays and Saturdays. So that's kind of my proposed new schedule. And I want some feedback on that, what you think. One of the other things is length of the videos. That's why I'm doing a short reaction and a long reaction. The Deconverters Bible Study will be what it is. The deconversion issue video, I'm trying to go shorter and just kind of lay things out there and then open it up for discussion as well. So that's kind of where I'm going, trying to shorten up things, get them to a more 15 to 30 minute time frame. But that also brings up another subject that several people have brought up with me, which is the short videos that, YouTube now supports shorts. I want to hear your thoughts on this because I know shorts get a younger audience. Younger audiences like the shorts, but I also think two things about them. One, I don't want to contribute to the already dwindling attention span of our young people, which seems to be going to the toilet. As a person who worked as a social studies teacher for a year and a half, one of my most difficult challenges was getting people to realize how short their attention span was and trying to get them to focus on things a little bit longer. But the other thing is, from my perspective, shorter presentations, shorter communicated presentations are actually much more difficult to produce if you want to do a good job at them. A lot of people kind of have this willy-nilly thing about shorts, and I'm like, if you're going to communicate in that short amount of attention span, or you're doing like a commercial length or something a little bit longer than that, you're going to have to put a little work into what you're going to do. And I suppose I could do a couple of those a week and just generate that kind of feedback. But I think I just want to hear what the community has to say about me doing shorts. So we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it for me. I'm trying to keep this under 12 minutes. So just give me some feedback. I'd appreciate it. I want to thank all my members, all my citizens, Rabyd citizens, and Tribunes. Thank you very much. And that's one of the best ways to support this channel is to, be a member. But you can also do super thanks, super chat, and my PayPal link is in the description. Some of you have taken advantage of that, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the support that you give me, and it's great. So we're getting very close to 5K, and I want to see if I can hit 10K by the end of the year. I think that's the one goal that I put as something that's probably out of reach, but I still want to try for it. But 5K is very much within grasp, and so we're getting very close. We're almost under 100 subs at the making of this video, so there's that. And as always, live your best life. You only get one go around, and then it's over. So you don't want to waste all your time, money, and opportunities on the trappings of religion and faith, but rather give them to yourself, your family, and the people you love and care for, and to make this a better world. You'll be happier if you do. I speak from experience. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time.